Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than what you've seen lately. If you've been following me around for a while now, then you know that I do throw in some parent content here and there because I feel like it's like very value driven and helpful to anybody else who's a parent, because I spend so many hours online researching this stuff myself that I would love to see this out in the open if I could. So today I'm going to be sharing with you an updated what is currently in our diaper bag. So to get things going, my son Harrison is 14 months old now. What we carry in this bag is very different than what we used to carry when he was a newborn, even when he was like up to 9 months. So I want to share with you like an updated what's in here and what we find are essentials for us every single day and what we do bring with us everywhere we go in order to, I guess, like survive when we're out with him. So yeah, let's just go right in. As you can see, this is a very different bag than the previous one I was using. I honestly don't really care what kind of bag I use as long as it's big enough to carry everything. We had a pink duffel before. Color-wise, I couldn't give two shit. Whether it's pink or blue or whatever, it's just whatever I have available at home that I don't need to spend more money on, because you literally just shove these bags full of stuff. So I didn't buy any sort of specialty diaper bags. We just used whatever duffel bags we had lying around at home, and that pink one was great at the time. I loved it because it also had a shoulder strap, so it really made it easy for me to just throw it over my shoulders, because I carried a lot more stuff than I do now, and I could still hold him comfortably without having my hands being distracted. This one just has two handle straps like this. This is like a Longines bag. We got it from an event a long time ago and it's just serving its purpose really well. It does not have a shoulder strap, which is the one thing I miss about the other bag, but it's still great nonetheless and serves its purpose. So this is a lot smaller since we do carry less now, but I'm going to show you what we do carry inside of it. Alright, first things first is his diaper bag. So we actually don't change him as often now as we did before. He used to go through anywhere from 8 to 10 diapers a day, and he's kind of now cut it down to on his own like 4 to 5 diapers a day, maybe pushing 6 on like a really heavy day. But I guess for some reason he's just consolidating all of his pee and poo, so he doesn't need to change as often. So in this bag, I used to keep at least 10 diapers at any point, because if we're out, I never wanted to be in that situation where I run out of diapers. Now though, since he only does like 4 to 5 at a day, I keep at most 5 in here at any point. So there's 5 diapers. We're currently using Kirkland ones because he performs best with those and they are cheaper when you purchase them from Costco. 5 is all I really need a day. I tried to max out how much I would need at one day and then go with that just in case. We're never really out from like literally wake until sleep anyway, so we usually get at least 1 or 2 changes in at home before we head out. This is more than enough, and I'm happy that we don't have to carry as much because this is not as thick and as puffy anymore or as heavy. I forgot to mention that this is still the same diaper bag from Pehr. I love it. It's not like waterproof, but it's water resistant, really easy to wash, and is truly very resilient. I've thrown it around everywhere. It's probably been in really disgusting places and it's held up and it looks very cute. Pretty brand new still. In here I also carry always a bag of wipes because you never know, and I try to frequently replenish this. Anytime I get down to like way too low of a point, I put it back into his nursery and swap for a bigger one, because the last thing you want is to run out of wipes when you need to change your baby. You want to poo-poo smeared hands everywhere you go. We also keep an assortment of Q-tips in here, and I'll tell you why in a second, so I have a handful of them. And we also keep polysporin or Vaseline. I don't know where it went. Just like petroleum jelly in here. We use Sudocrem at home, but when we're out and about, I try to use Vaseline just to use as like a layer of protection between his diaper and his skin so that it doesn't cause diaper rash. We don't use it all the time when we're out. It's just if we need to, if we're changing a poopy diaper. That is everything that is in his actual diaper bag. Moving back into his bag, we also have the matching changing pad. Same print, also from Pehr. I like this one. It's very slim. Oh, that's where the polysporin went. Put it in here because we had to go to a Raptors 905 game last week and you can't bring a whole bag in like that, so I tried to reduce what I brought in and bring less. Anyways, it is a giant kind of like padded change pad. It has this little compartment here where you can put like diapers and whatever you need to change in. I don't really use this that often. I usually just fling it out whenever he changes, but this is great because it folds down really nicely. Again, the fabric is phenomenal. We've had a few poop explosions on this and it's really easy for me to just throw this into the wash, and all stains have always come out of this. So it's not waterproof, but it is water resistant and really easy to clean, so I would highly recommend this. It folds down quite nicely, and if I really need to, I can fold it down even smaller to shove it into another bag, but it has enough padding that I know Harrison's gonna be comfortable whenever I put him down anywhere. I don't put him down places without this just because you never know how dirty those surfaces are. Also, they're just like hard and cold. So this just gives him that extra layer of like protection between himself and that surface and some padding so that he's comfortable. I would recommend this. These are great. They have other colors too. I think like a navy blue, a pink, and a yellow. They are phenomenal if you want to get anybody like that you know in your life that has a new kid. This is a great changing pad. I would recommend it over and over. Next up are bibs. He's a drooler, so I always at any given point keep at least 2 bibs in here. The 2 that I have right now, it alternates. Some of my favorite ones are also from Pehr. They're really nice because they're reversible. Well, they say they're reversible. I don't know if people actually wear them like this or not. The front has a pattern and then the back is terry cloth, and these soak up so much. They're so heavy duty. I also like the fact that it's a button here. He has learned how to rip off Velcro bibs, so they don't stay on him long. So like these button ones because he doesn't really know how to maneuver around these ones yet. There are 3 buttons on this side so you can adjust how big you want the neck strap to be. We're currently at like the second one. We used to put him on the third one all the way inside, and we loosened up to the second one as he got a little bit bigger. So I think he's got at least another like 6 to 8 months to go on these before they're like way too big, before they're like way too small for him. But hopefully by that point he's no longer drooling as much. He just drools in general. I don't know if it's because of teething or just naturally, but he drools all the time. So I always keep extras of these lying around in case we're taking him out for the full day and we need him to stay nice and dry. I also keep this other one. We got this as a hand-me-down from a friend. This one has a Velcro attachment that he knows how to rip off, so I'm not the fondest of these, but they do work in the meantime, especially when you're out. Better to have this than nothing. So yeah, always at any given point 2 bibs so I can interchange between the 2 throughout the day. I also keep a blanket for him, either to use in the car or in the stroller, or if he's napping somewhere, so that if he falls asleep he has something that he can hold on to that he's familiar with. We received this one as a gift from a friend of ours and it has his name on it, which is really cute, so I always know it's his and we don't lose it. This is a really soft kind of like microfiber material that is great for his skin. It's not irritating. He loves it. It's quite warm. It's insulating. I know that when I take him out I can layer it over top of whatever he's wearing just to give him an extra added layer of warmth. He loves it. We interchange between this one and a green one that my aunt knitted for him, and he loves both. He carries these around like his lovies. I like that when we take him out he has this that he's familiar with and he can feel safe. Because it's winter right now, I always keep a hat in there for him too. I think in the summer I would probably also alternate and keep a cap in there for him just for like sun protection. At the moment this hat is purely just for warmth, so when we take him out, because he doesn't have a lot of hair, we can throw this on underneath his hood and make sure his head and his ears are nice and cozy. We don't keep him outdoors for long though. It's usually in the car and straight to wherever we're taking him, but in the case that we need it, I'd rather have it than not and risk him getting cold. This is his little emergency bag. I mean, it's not really like an emergency bag, but it has a lot of stuff in it. So it has his health card in case he's with somebody, like not me. I don't keep it on myself personally because I'm not always with him. It's in his bag so that Peter can have access to it, or whoever is babysitting him. It has his immunization records, his EpiPen. He was recently diagnosed with a peanut allergy. Sucks, but it is what it is. Hand sanitizer, rupatadine, which is also an allergy medication that's safer to use in children than Benadryl. Kleenex, doggy poo bags, because sometimes if he has a poop diaper somewhere and I don't want to like take home a poopy diaper in the car, it's gonna smell bad. And I also don't want to leave it at a friend's house if they don't have kids. It's just not really nice to do that. So I just wrap it up in this, throw it in the trunk, and then we throw it out with Kobe stuff afterwards. And there is also, I believe, a spare puppy changing pad in here too, in the case that we do have to change him somewhere and he leaks. I don't think we need to use it as often anymore, but I just leave it in here as an emergency just in case. And there's some extra like Kleenex and Q-tips in here in case we need to clean stuff up, which is kind of why this is like his emergency bag. It's just if you need it, it's in here. One of those like you don't use it every single day, but it's great to have alongside you. This lighting is going wild. I apologize guys. The darkness and the brightness like shifting back and forth, very annoying for me. I also always keep a spare pacifier on one of these little chains for him because he still uses one. I know he's 14 months. A lot of people say you should start using it less, and we do wean it off from him during the day. It's mostly if we're out and about and he's fussy, we just give this to him so it can keep him quiet in like public situations so that he's not screaming all the time. Especially if he's napping somewhere and we're on the go, I find that this helps him to nap a lot more easily. So we do use this in the meantime, but I am hoping to be able to phase this out in the next few months or so. And then I think the very last thing that I actually have in here at the moment, which most of the time is in here, is his lunch bag. So we got this as a gift. It is lovely and it is the perfect size to fit into his bag. If you're looking for a lunch bag, get something like this. It's just very versatile. It slides right in. It has fair amount of structure to it, so it's not like flopping everywhere. I hate those lunch bags that are like the triangle ones that fold over at the top, and it's just, I don't know. This is great because it maximizes on space inside and outside the bag. Comes with the shoulder strap. I don't really use it because this bag is always inside of his diaper bag anyways, and the inside's insulated. It has a removable compartment, so if you want to wash it, if you spill anything, it's great. In here at any given point, I have formula in a box when we're traveling with him, and some Cheerio for snacks, and some spare utensils. There's always a Ziploc bag in here, and find extra bags in case so that we can put things away. Babies get dirty so easily, so I highly recommend keeping spare bags around you at any point so that if you need to throw dirty things into it, you can without getting your other stuff dirty. If I'm at a restaurant and I have nowhere to wash it, I can throw like one of his dirty eating bibs into a plastic bag and then throw it into here and not worry about this bag getting dirty. So that is everything that we currently have in Harrison's everyday diaper bag. It's way less than what I used to have before. I believe before the only other big thing that I had was his pump all the time and maybe some ice packs to store the milk that I pumped or milk that I brought out with me. Even with this lunch bag, it's cold enough that I don't need an ice pack now for packing him food. Usually it keeps it quite chilly in here, so it's nice to not have to bring my entire pumping kit and also like these hard blocks of like ice packs with us. We've significantly scaled down what we bring for him. If he's also going to be out all day long, I pack a spare outfit in this bag so that if he does have an accident, we can change him into it. But most of the time, this is what we carry from a day to day, and it's at its bare stripped down essentials, like the everyday needs and like requirements. So I will list everything that we use down below in the description box. So you can kind of see like a full packing list of what we find works best for us. We've more or less been using this setup since he's around like 9 months. He's 14 months now, so I would say it's been at like bare minimum like 4 to 5 months of using this sort of situation. I feel like we're gonna probably start to change again what we bring out with him on a day-to-day once he hits like 2 years old and we're starting to potty train him. We'll probably have a lot less diapers, but way more clothes and plastic bags in this in case he has an accident. And I don't even know if at that point we would even bring his lunch bag, because he should be off formula completely, and maybe just like a snack, like a dry snack in the bag for him, and we just buy food for him whenever we're out. I'll touch base with you guys again if things drastically change by the time he hits 2 years old, or even before then if things do change and we're not carrying the same things anymore, so you guys can have a rough idea as to what to expect and what you may or may not need in your own diaper bag. But I hope you guys found that resourceful. Let me know if you would like to see more parenting content like this. I have so much more I can share. I feel like too, I kind of want to do a compilation video covering like a lot of baby essentials from like 0 to 3 months or like 0 to 6 months, and then the 6 to 1 year, and then the 1 year to 1.5, like things that we use around the house that we found very crucial to us that worked out well versus things that like we used for a month. And but yeah, this is everything that's currently in his diaper bag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more content from me, you know where to find me on Instagram and TikTok. I post on both of those platforms quite frequently, between like fashion, travel, home, beauty, and like parenting. It's like everything under the sun, essentially my life on there. But yeah, follow along on those 2 platforms to get more of me. Otherwise, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. Have an amazing day. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Bye.